Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Yes, and we're going to go through some of the pickups for the month of November. November. It is mad that we are at the end of the year. Crazy. Christmas is literally around the corner now, and we're here doing the November, as I say, haul video. Just mad. It's just absolutely crazy. We've got so many pickups this month though. Gifted items, not to mention, of course, many different CEX pickups, of course. And yeah, the last couple of months has been quite difficult having to plan and make things all line up. We do have another crazy month though of Disney titles as well, so we will, of course, go through them in one whole thing because I cannot remember where I got them from. And yeah, we've got vintage stuff, CEX, HMV, charity shops, and some subscriber mail alongside gifted items. I will start with the vintage things first though, just change it up a little bit. Vintage has been pretty okay, but pretty quiet. Just 4 pickups this month. The first one being a box set, which was a fantastic price for friends. This is a Blu-ray box set. I think this was £7-8. Amazing. I've been wanting this in my collection for a while. Came with a little booklet thing as well, so really cool to get that in finally. Then we had another one of the Halloween slipcovers. This is Stephen King's It, brand new copy of this. This is from 1990, I believe, and yeah, looks pretty cool. Quite creepy, but at the same time a bit jokey at the same time. So yeah, never seen that version of it. I've seen the other It films, of course, but I've never seen that one. So yeah. Then we have a 4K. Then this is the Star Wars one, and of course try to get some of the Star Wars titles there individually. This is the Last Jedi there, the 4K. Great. So yeah, 4K for that one. No slipcover though. I will want the slipcover eventually. And then the last pickup then that I've got is a Baz Luhrmann. That's it. I was going to say Buzz Aldrin then. He's an astronaut. Baz Luhrmann movie, Romeo and Juliet, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Yes, so that is the vintage stuff. Pretty, those 3 alongside friends, of course. Pretty cool, and not too much going on. And it makes sense because November's been kind of a month where I very much, have been not as busy and doing things. There was one mail video where, of course, the Disney titles were in. So a lot of these Disney titles probably could be vintage as well, but those are just the extra bits on the side. Right, speaking of Disney then, we do have quite a fair few to get into, and we've got loads of different stories and reasons and everything of why we picked up certain titles. And yeah, this is the month now where I'm going to stop actively looking for Disney because I think I've got a good head start in terms of it, and we'll just, sporadically look for Disney stuff as and when. Right, so this is all of the Disney pickups then this month. As you can see, a chunky amount, really good. Let's just flip this round just so I can go from lowest number to highest. First one we have then is Pinocchio. This was a sealed copy, so this probably was from a vintage person, which is good. That's number 2. Then number 4 we have is Dumbo. This is a used copy, so this could have been CEX. Not too sure, but most of them are vintage, to be honest. We then have a DVD because this is only on DVD, and this is Salidos Amigos. This was bought on vintage. I did a DIY video, you might have seen it, so that was part of that. And the DIY stuff actually was because of these, because the next, was it 3 or 4 of them? Yeah, 4 of them. Number 7, was it 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, all of which are like, they weren't on, these are just DVD versions. So you can see I've got the DVD slip covers, but I've cut the bottom down there so that they line up pretty cool. So we've got number 7 is the 3 Caballeros there. We then have Make Mine Music, which looks pretty cool. We then have Fun, Fancy and Free. And that is number 9. Number 10 then we have Melody Time, so that's pretty cool. And the last one then, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, number 11. This one actually is a Blu-ray version, and this Blu-ray actually has the 2 films on there, but I've just put it in this slipcover and whatnot. So those ones there are pretty cool, and again, once I get the Salidos Amigos slipcover, then I'll just put this in the Blu-ray case, of course, and put that slipcover on. So I just got to do that with that one. Next one then is number 15. This is a sealed copy. This was definitely vintage. I think this was £2, The Sword and the Stone. Never seen this film, believe it or not. We then have number 20. This is the Aristocats. Great. Another DVD then, this is number 25, and one of the most recent mail videos is the Black Cauldron. Again, need to cut this off, put it in a Blu-ray case, and be done with it basically. But that is there. We then have, this was Mulan number 36. This was from CEX. I remember getting that. Then we have number 42 again from CEX is Treasure Planet. There. Up then we have number 51 is Wreck-It Ralph. Need to get my sticky glue gun on that to get that gone. We then have Frozen. This is number 52. Although I have put my 4K in there, and that's what I'm going to be doing going forward with anything that's like, I've got the 4K of the film. Big Hero 6, for instance, I've got the 4K. I'm going to be doing that, basically keeping the slipcover, but keep the 4K version. And of course, if I'm ever out and I see things like Snow White, for instance, on 4K, without a slipcover in in thingy, I'm just going to get that version. We then have Zootropolis, of course. This is that one, number 54 on Blu-ray. And then the last one then being Frozen 2, number 57. And that, of course, is my 4K copy. So yes, I've made a change in terms of that, in terms of getting the 4Ks, in there, but keeping the slipcover. So I've got a Disney collection. Some will be 4K. And I figured I'd keep them because most of them, like the Frozen one here, does have the Blu-ray included as well, as you can see. So I just figured, that's the best quality, so I should stick with it. But of course, I've got the slipcover, so it looks good on the shelf. So win-win. So that is all of the Disneys I picked up this month. And as I say, I'm going to really take a back burner on the Disneys now and just let them come to me. I've got a real good start with it. And yeah, it'd be good to get these on the shelf and see them all lined up. So that's the Disneys. Gifted items then. Now we'll do the gifted. We had 9 titles. I did an entire video on them, so I won't spend too much time on these. We have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy, which was sent to me by Arrow. So currently reviewing that at the moment. So that's pretty cool. We then have the Horror of Frankenstein there from Hammer Films. As I say, all of these have been totally gifted. I have watched this film. This is the one I have watched at the moment. Yeah, stay tuned for my What I Watched in the Month video, and I'll talk about what I think of it, but I have watched that one. We then have Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. This is the 4K steelbook with some nice deboss in there. Really cool. We then have John Carpenter's Dark Star here, 4K. This is a 500 limited run set. Then we have the Ice Storm, the Blu-ray release, starring, as you can see there, Sigourney Weaver. I think Tobey Maguire was in this one as well. Yep, there he is, and Elijah Wood. Murder in the First as well, another gifted item, so that one's pretty cool. And then the next one then, the other one of the thingies there is Scars of Dracula. So this is a Hammer film as well. So I'm going to be watching this one next, I think. I'm going to get these 2 done and then move on to probably Murder in the First. But at the point of this filming, I haven't actually watched the rest of them yet. But when I do my What I Watched in the Month video, I should talk a bit more about those. But all of these items totally gifted. I'm currently working through them to review and watch for you guys. So that is those. That is great. Moving on then to some, we've got 2 things here. We've got some charity shop stuff. One of the Blu-ray hunts I actually picked up something from a charity shop. I think this was £1, and this is Stella season 3 on DVD. I have been looking for the Stellas. I really like them. They're really good shows, and I see them quite a lot in South Wales, but they're very expensive in places like CEX, to be honest, like the box set for the whole series. So I've been picking these up. I've paid £1 for each of them. I think I paid 5p for the first series. So yeah, they're pretty cheap to pick up, and like I say, I'd like to get them, so there's that. I also had a subscriber mail come in this month from Aiden's Physical Media. Massive shout out to you. And he sent over Warm Bodies alongside a outfit for my little girl. So yeah, really nice things there to get from people. But this was the movie that he included in their Warm Bodies, and weirdly, I've always wanted to see this. As I say, Nicholas Hoult, Teresa Palmer, and John Malkovich. So that is there. Not watched it yet, mate, but I will get to it when I've sorted out my room. CEX then. Now this is probably one of the bigger stacks, other than of course Disney. CEX left alongside. We've got then the HMV, which we'll get to at the end. We've got another Halloween horror slip, and this is a film I really wanted to watch around this Halloween, but I just haven't had a chance. My baby was 10 days old at Halloween, so I was not watching as much films as I wanted to. So yeah, but I did pick it up nonetheless. This is An American Werewolf in London. I'm gonna watch this pretty soon. I want to watch it. It's one of those, like, I've got an urge to watch it. So yeah, that is that one. That was from CEX. Then we also picked up Junior, which is a film with a great cast. Emma Thompson there, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Danny DeVito. Looking forward to giving that a watch. I think these are from the Merthyr Blu-ray hunt this month. The next one then we have is Malcolm X. There it is. This is on 4K, but this is something that, like, it's a drama. Do you really need the 4K for it? Probably not. So picked up the Blu-ray. We've got then a Disney title then. This is not one of the classics, but this is Mary Poppins, the 50th anniversary. So yeah, there's there's that one there, Mary Poppins. We then got a DVD. This is, again, all of these are still from Merthyr. This is All Dogs Go to Heaven. Absolutely loved this film growing up as a kid. Would love to rewatch it. It's a Don Bluth film. And yeah, I decided to grab it. I think that was £1. So the next ones then came from, I think the next 3 actually came from CEX in Roth on that video. I think all of them were. I can't remember. Maybe the next one was a different one, but this is the 10 Commandments. Maybe this was a different store. But this is the 10 Commandments with the slipcover as well, as you can see. One of the greatest films ever made, apparently. Up there with things like Lawrence of Arabia, Bridge of the River Kwai, and one that I wanted to pick up, and of course, the 4K with a slipcover, which I'd say is like a B+. It's like pretty good condition, but it could be better, but I'm happy with it. So I got that one. Then from Roth, then these 2, then I got High School Musical 1, High School Musical 2. These are quite rare to actually find, to be honest. So to see them both in the store was pretty cool. I've already got number 3, so just kind of completes the ones that I've been looking for. Then I've also got then a 4K Steelbook. And then I have a steelbook, which I think was priced up wrong. This is Hugo in 3D. You might remember, if you watch my whole videos that every month, that I actually did pick up Hugo like maybe a month or 2 ago, but this was marked up as the same price that I paid for that. So I just figured I'll just pick up the steelbook then, just to get this. It's pretty cheap. It was like £1. So yeah, there's the 3D there of Hugo. Then in the latest Blu-ray hunting video, I went to Cwmbran and picked up 2 pickups in the CEX there. I picked up Anastasia here. The case was broken when I bought it, so I put it in this different case here now, so it is much more protected. But that is a really good film and a nostalgic film for me. Haven't watched that for years. And then I picked up a Blind Buy 4K, only £6 for this, with a slipcover. This is Power Rangers. I loved Power Rangers growing up as characters, and obviously as a kid and stuff, had all the toys. But I've never seen this like remake or whatever from 2017, I think it is. So I wanted to pick that up. Then we are then finishing in that video. We went to HMV, and obviously the Black Friday sale is on. If you did miss the latest Blu-ray hunting video of that, then you can go and check that out if you'd like. But I picked up 3 pickups, all of which are part of that deal, of course. The first one I got was Weapons. All of these are $19.99 now instead of $24.99, but I got Weapons here, the 4K, of course. I hadn't been properly Blu-ray hunting for about a month, so I was very much seeing this opportunity to catch up and pick up all the things that I would have picked up. So that was definitely one. I then picked up Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, as you can see there. Tom Cruise, amazing. There it is in that one. Brill. And then finally I picked up F1 the movie, Brad Pitt. All 3 of these, of course, being $19.99 now as part of that Black Friday sale. No idea when that sale is ending. It might go into December a little bit, but these was a really good sale to pick those up, and of course save £15 on on the price of these straight away. So that is really, really cool from HMV, and of course CEX as well. A pretty good, from the Blu-ray hunting point of view. That is kind of the Blu-ray hunting stack, I suppose, out and about, other than whatever's in the Disney pile, and of course Stella from the charity shop. So that is all of the pickups this month, to be honest. As I say, massive amount of pickups there from CEX, HMV, charity shops, and of course some subscriber mail, which is always nice. I don't get subscriber mail that often, but it's really nice when I do, so I really appreciate you guys. Of course, Vinted has come in really good as well with these ones, as you saw. And then we also have then all the Disney stuff, which are on the floor. I'm not going to pick that up again, but you know where they were. So that is, in a nutshell, all of that, and a pretty good month in terms of gifted items as well. So thank you to the studios for sending those over, which of course I will be reviewing and talking about in the upcoming What I Watched in the Month video. But there you go, that is this month's haul video. Have you picked up anything? Did I forget anything, miss anything? Should I have picked something up, James? Let me know in the comments down below. But thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and of course, see you in the next one. Goodbye.